What's up guys, Steven at Lighting Trendz. Today we have the C8 Corvette in for our RGBW DRL board installation, and we're going to show you exactly how easy it is. So you gotta pull these three nuts off here. The bolts on top are pretty hard to get to. I found it easiest to just support it with my bender. It doesn't really spin. There's a 10 mil up here on the top of this bracket. Kind of difficult to lift to. There's a 10 mil up here in the engine bay. Before you loosen all the bolts, you're going to want to pop off these little Christmas tree clips that are holding the wire harness on. It's optional to pull this. There's a 10 mil up here to get this bracket out of the way. I did it just to get a little bit more clearance. Alright, then it's two T20s up here on the heatsink for the DRL board. Once those are out, good to pull the heatsink, push on the red tab, and your DRL board's out. I would hang on to this in case you decide to revert back in the future, or if you decide to sell it on eBay or something. They do have value. Before installing the new LED board inside your headlight, you're going to want to grab the OEM heatsink and remove that gasket that goes around the outside. Transfer that over to the new one, then you're good to install it back into the headlight. When tightening the screws, you just want to snug them a little bit. You don't want to go too tight since it is 3D printed. It's not going to have the same strength as a metal heatsink. When purchasing this kit, you have two options. The base is going to just include the DRL boards, the drivers, and then the controller of your choice. If you decide to choose the plug-and-play kit, what that's going to do is give you an adapter similar to this. May not be identical, but it will have all of your grounds, turn signal, and fault sense wire all tapped right here with a relay to prevent any form of error message. And then on the driver, we have the ground and the turn signal already wired up to a 2-pin connector. That way all you have to do is just plug everything in, go to the battery, and you're all set. With these brackets removed from the vehicle, I found it was a great location to mount your LED drivers and relays for the plug-and-play version of this kit. So what I did was I went ahead and drilled a few holes that would allow us to zip tie it and secure it well to this bracket. When it came to securing the relay, I used a M6 by 1.0 bolt with roughly 20 millimeters in length. Just found a matching nut to put on the backside and bolted it to the top hole that I drilled. There is no right or wrong way to go about mounting your driver box and the relay if you get the plug and play kit. Personally, I choose to do it on this metal bracket. It's cheap to replace if you decide to do that in the future, and it's right by the headlight, so it kind of makes sense. For the plug and play kit, I'm just going to take your little inline adapter, plug it into the harness, then it goes right onto the back of the headlight. Make sure it's clipped in. Hook up the DRL board to the H2 output on the driver. When you're reinstalling, just make sure that this harness goes up on the inside. With the additional wiring, it does get a little bit difficult to get to this bolt in the back here, but it's still not too bad. So before you reinstall the fender liner and put the wheel back on the car, you want to just hook up the Bluetooth controller to power and ground at the battery real quick and connect your drivers to the controller. Make sure everything turns on. After that, you're going to want to start the car and test both the right and the left turn signal. Let it run for about 30 seconds or so. Make sure that there's no error messages on the dashboard or any hyper flashing. Once that's all good, you could go ahead and put the car back together, mount your Bluetooth, and enjoy your lights. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you're looking for some custom head or taillights for your car, whether it's on our website or not, don't hesitate to reach out. As always, like, comment, and subscribe.